All right, welcome everyone. Today we're diving into a classic showdown in the world of website building. We're putting the heavyweight champion, Elementor Pro, up against a super nimble new challenger called ABlocks. The big question we're all asking is, can you actually have both power and speed? Let's find out.
You know the feeling, right? It's this painful paradox that drives freelancers and business owners completely crazy. You use these incredible, powerful drag-and-drop tools to build a stunning website, and then it just loads at a crawl. That is the core problem we're going to tackle today.
And here's the deal. Those powerful page builders, they come with a hidden cost, and that cost is code bloat. All those extra features, all that extra code, it just weighs your site down. This doesn't just create a bad experience for your visitors, it can seriously hurt your scores on Google's Core Web Vitals, which, as you know, is absolutely crucial for SEO.
So, that brings us to the ring and our two main contenders in this fight for a faster website. It really is a classic David versus Goliath story. On one side, you've got the established giant, and on the other, a lean, mean upstart with a totally different game plan.
So, in this corner, we have Elementor Pro. I mean, it's the reigning king, the one everybody knows. It's incredibly powerful, packed with features, and it basically runs as its own separate application right on top of WordPress. And in the other corner, we have ABlocks, the challenger, built from the ground up to work with the native WordPress editor, what we call Gutenberg, instead of trying to replace it. And that right there, that's the key difference we're going to unpack.
Now, this whole idea of enhance, don't replace, it might sound like just some marketing slogan, but it's not. It's a fundamental difference in philosophy, and believe me, it has huge implications for how your site actually performs.
Yeah, this quote really nails it. So, instead of hijacking your screen and pulling you into a totally separate editing world, ABlocks it feels like it belongs in WordPress. It adds a ton of power, but without all the bulky, heavy framework.
So what does true Gutenberg integration actually mean when you're building a site? Well, it means you're not constantly switching between different editors. You need to build a form or design a pop-up? You're doing it all right there, inside the normal WordPress block inserter you already know. No jumping back and forth. It makes for a way smoother workflow with basically zero learning curve.
And check this out. Here's another massive win that comes from that deep integration. Because ABlocks comes with advanced blocks, a full form builder, and a pop-up builder, it can replace at least 3 separate, expensive plugins. The bottom line here is super simple. Fewer plugins means less code, less stuff to break, and a way faster website. It's honestly one of the best things you can do for performance.
But, talk is cheap, right? So let's get to the main event, the part you've been waiting for, a direct head-to-head speed test. We're just going to let the cold, hard data do the talking. Okay, so here's how we set up the test. We took a pretty complex pricing table, multiple columns, icons, even a little animated toggle, and we built it pixel for pixel, once using ABlocks inside Gutenberg and a second time using Elementor Pro. Same design, same server, just 2 different tools. And wow, the results? They are dramatic. On Google's page speed test for mobile, which is what really matters these days, ABlocks pulls in an awesome score of 89. Elementor Pro, it's back at 72. That 17-point difference is huge, and it comes down to one thing: cleaner, more efficient code from ABlocks.
Okay, now let's talk about how heavy these pages are, the page weight. The ABlocks version, get this, it's just 98 kilobytes. That is insanely light for a modern design like this. It's practically a featherweight. Now let's compare that to the Elementor Pro version, which weighed in at 315 kilobytes. That's more than 3 times heavier. For the exact same design. All that extra weight is the builder's heavy framework, and that's the anchor that just drags your site's speed down.
And this isn't just about numbers, This directly impacts how fast the page feels to a real person. The largest contentful paint, or LCP, for ABlocks was just 1.2 seconds. This is a super important core web vital. It's basically how fast the most important stuff on the screen shows up for your visitor. And faster is always better. Okay, so let's put it all together. Here's the final scorecard. I mean, look at this. Across every single key metric, page speed score, total page size, LCP, and just the overall quality of the code, ABlocks just runs the table. It's a clear, decisive win. The results really do speak for themselves.
But hold on, this story isn't just about speed. This massive performance difference also translates into some serious long-term value, especially when you start looking at the price tag.
And whoa, this slide, this tells a really powerful story about your wallet. Right now, ABlocks has a lifetime deal for a one-time payment of just $39. Compare that to an Elementor Pro agency plan at $499 every single year. You can see how quickly this adds up. The difference is just staggering.
Yeah, let's just boil it down to one number. Over just 3 years, choosing the ABlocks lifetime deal saves you nearly $1,500 compared to the Elementor Pro subscription. For a freelancer or a small agency, that is huge. That's real money back in your pocket.
All right, so we've looked at the speed, we've looked at the money. It's time to bring it all home. So, which one of these tools is actually the right choice for you and your next project?
Okay, let's be real for a second. Let's talk pros and cons. The wins for ABlocks are massive. Unbelievable speed, that amazing plugin consolidation, the seamless Gutenberg experience, and of course, that unbeatable lifetime price. Now, on the other side of the coin, and to be totally fair, it is a newer tool, so its library of templates is still growing, and it doesn't have every single niche, complex widget that a mature giant like Elementor has built up over many years.
So who should be clicking buy on this right now? Well, if you are sick and tired of slow, bloated page builders, this is for you. If you're a freelancer or an agency looking to slash those painful recurring subscription costs, this is for you. It's for anyone who really cares about getting top core Web Vitals scores. And honestly, it's for any power user who loves the speed and simplicity of the native WordPress editor. And you know, all of this leaves us with one final big question, because this isn't really just about ABlocks versus Elementor. It's about a bigger shift happening on the web. Are we finally moving into an era where we build on speed and efficiency, enhancing the core tools we already have, instead of just piling on heavy, slow frameworks? The data we saw today, it definitely points in that direction.